What if I told you half Americans die with more money than when they retired? Yeah, we spend decades grinding, waiting for someday, only to realize someday never comes. Most people are not running out of money, they are running out of time. I'm Zan, and on this channel, we talk about queer money, early retirement, and building wealth that actually fits your life, not some outdated idea of the American dream. Today, we're diving into 3 stats that honestly made me stop and rethink what success even means. By the end of this video, you'll know why traditional retirement might not work for you, how much time you actually have to enjoy your life, and what small changes could make work optional sooner than you think. Because so many of us in the queer community, we are already having to fight to live authentically. So why are we still working like we're trying to prove our worth? Let's change that. Stat number 1, the golden years myth. Okay, let's start with this. The average life expectancy in the US is about 77 years. But the number of healthy years, meaning the years where you can actually move and do what you want and move freely and enjoy your body, is about 63.1 years. So if your plan is to work until 65, you're literally setting yourself up to retire 2 years after your best health years have already passed. Now, I know what some people might be saying, well, I'll just keep working and I really like my job. Hey, that's totally fine. I'm not saying quit tomorrow, but I am saying know your timeline. Because in your 60s might not feel like you are in your 40s and definitely won't feel like in your 20s. A trans woman I follow online retired early at 55. She told me, I realized I didn't want my first real years of peace to start when I was too tired to actually enjoy them. She now runs a small online bookstore out of her RV and traveling around doing queer book pop-ups in national parks. It's not glamorous, but it's total freedom. So the first big takeaway, retirement is not an age, it's a level of choice. Start asking, when could work become optional for me? Because that's really the number that matters. Stat number 2, the lost time effect. The average American spends 90,000 hours working in their lifetime. That's 45 years of 40-hour weeks. And if you retire just 10 years earlier, you get back roughly 20,800 hours or an extra 2,600 extra days of your life. To put that in perspective, that's enough time to travel the world twice, learn 5 new languages, or spend nearly 7 years, full years, just doing whatever you want. No boss, no alarms, no Sunday night anxiety. When you think about it that way, early retirement isn't just a money goal, it's a time reclamation plan. And for a lot of us queer people, that's even more personal. We grew up hearing that our lives were unconventional. So why are we following a financial plan built for a world that never really included us? We can design our own timeline. What that means is maybe like part-time work, freelancing, starting a YouTube channel, or living a smaller but more intentional life. For example, my partner and I, we looked at our finances and realized something wild. We didn't need a massive house or 2 new cars. We wanted flexibility. So we do not own our own home. We put money into a high-yield savings account. We shifted spending around that we actually value, which is travel, connection, and time together. And you know what? We didn't lose comfort. We gained peace. So here's your challenge. Write down what enough looks like to you, not what society says, because enough is the key to freedom. Stat number 3, the wealth surplus paradox. This one honestly blew my mind. A study from the National Bureau of Economic Research found that 46% of Americans die with the same or more money than when they retired. In other words, almost half of us never spend the money we worked so hard our entire lives to earn. That means people are sacrificing their time, their health, their relationships just to leave behind unlived years and untouched accounts. Now, don't get me wrong, leaving a legacy is absolutely amazing. But for a lot of us in the queer community, we don't have kids to pass it along to. Our family might look like friends, partners, rescue animals, or the chosen family that we have built. So what is the best legacy that we could leave? Is it joy? The trips that you took, the art that you made, the communities that you supported? If your net worth at 85 is the same as when you retired, that's not necessarily a win. That's a sign that you have waited way too long to live. So here's the real question. Are you working because you want to or because you have to? Because if you're working because you have to, your goal is not retirement, it's optionality. Optionality means you can choose when, how, and with whom you are working. It's what I call recreational employment. Working because you enjoy it, not because you're trapped by it. Maybe you start working part-time, start your own creative business, or consult from a cabin in the woods. Maybe you're like the gay couple I met that opened a small coffee truck after leaving a corporate job. They make less, sure, but they wake up every single day, every single morning, play music, and serve people who actually smile back to them. That is wealth too. Money is just a tool. Time and energy, those are your real currencies. So let's bring this all together. Stat 1, you only get about 63 healthy years. Do not spend the best ones waiting. Stat 2, 10 years of early retirement equals 20,000 plus hours of freedom. Stat 3, almost half of Americans die with the same net worth. That means that they never gave themselves permission to enjoy what they built. The real measure of wealth is not your bank account balance. It's how many mornings you wake up without dread. And if that means retiring early, downsizing, or building a flexible, queer-friendly plan, do it. Because life is too short to keep asking for vacation days to even feel alive. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more queer-friendly travel and retirement and finance videos. I'll see you next time.